Okay, welcome to another Taste of Terry video. This is going to be some meatballs. It's a meatball recipe. So what I'm going to show you real quick is how I make the meatballs. Now you can use the frozen meatballs if you'd like. That's up to you. So you need about a pound of hamburger. Now once somebody has some of these, they're going to eat them all up, trust me. So you're going to need more than a pound. You might want to double up on this recipe. $1 for chili sauce. Grape jelly, 10 ounces, which is about what's left in that jar. A little salt and pepper. And if you prefer minced onions, you can put that in with the meatballs. Okay, so now we got the meatballs sitting right there. So what I'm going to do is add just plain breadcrumbs. I'm going to have a half a cup of plain breadcrumbs in there with it. Not a lot, just a half a cup, okay? I'm not big on putting a lot of breadcrumbs in there. Some people put a lot in there. It's up to you. If you really want to, just use the frozen meatballs, okay? I'm going to put about half a tablespoon of salt. We don't want them to be too salty. That's a little bit too much for my tasting, so let me take some of that away. I didn't bring a half a tablespoon with me, I know. So just like a spritz of salt, you know, maybe half a tablespoon. And the pepper, you want about a teaspoon, a little more. There you go, salt, pepper, all in. You don't want to have that aftertaste in the meatballs, you know. I added at least one egg. So we got one egg in there, okay? With that, I'm going to turn the burner on. You can put a little bit of oil in, a couple tablespoons in the pan if you'd like. Okay, but that's what we're going to do with this. Sometimes you add a little less salt. Sometimes you can add a little more salt. Again, try it first. Make the meatballs and see what you like. Okay, but we're going to give this a good mixing. You don't want like one meatball to have all the pepper in it. That would taste terrible. Now, when we make the meatballs, they're going to be little small meatballs, okay? They're not going to be big meatballs. They're going to be smaller meatballs. Okay? You can make them big if you want. They're about the same size as those frozen ones that you get out of the store. Look at that. That is nice and mixed up and looks good. Now, once I get that all mixed, I'm going to show you the size of the meatballs we're going to use. Okay. There we go. That is all set. Set the bowl aside. We got it mixed in good. And knead it again if you want to, just to make sure we're all mixed up. It's nothing like one of your guests coming and then biting into a meatball and tasting a bunch of salt. As you can see, they're about 1-inch meatballs. We're going to roll these real quick. And we'll put them in a pan and we'll cook them up. Now for the sauce, like I said, 1 jar of chili sauce, 1 jar of whatever kind of grape jelly you can get. It's 10 ounces sometimes, but I like mine a little sweeter. And I've already made a little bit of sauce anyhow, because I'm going to save this for the Super Bowl. And I instead of 10 ounces of grape jelly, I'll be honest, I like to put about 13 ounces or so in there. But that depends on how sweet you like it. I like it sweet. Okay, what I'm going to do now is finish making these meatballs. You cook them on the grill, a little oil in the pan until they're brown. Okay. And also, we're going to just make these meatballs up a little bit too big on that one. Seems like a pain in the butt. That's why if you use frozen ones, it'll take a lot less time, and it still tastes pretty good. But I like to show this. Now, if you're going to use my meatball recipe for spaghetti, and you use a pound of meat, add a tablespoon, which I'll show you meatballs for spaghetti later. But just so you know, it's pretty much the same recipe, but only add about a teaspoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon, maybe tablespoon and a half of Italian seasonings. Okay, we're going to try to get through this quick here. Like I said, you want to make it quicker, throw some meatballs in the microwave, frozen meatballs in the microwave, and go with that. Okay? Nothing wrong with it. You know, don't worry. Don't say, oh, no, it won't taste as good. It really does pretty much taste about the same. Let me get the salt out of the way. As you can see, it'll make a pound of meat. Can make, depending on how big you make your meatballs, about anywhere up to 20, even 25 meatballs. These are actually a little bigger than I normally make them. But I like a bigger meatball in the sauce. So there you go. So all the meatballs are now made up. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Now, see, I could split a couple of these in half and actually split a couple of them in half if I want. And you'll have about 20 to 25 meatball. That one's a little big. But, you know, for the video's sake and kind of want to get them done quick for you. So I'm going to throw these meatballs in there and start them to cooking. Ooh, can you hear them already? Nothing like it. The smell of the sizzling burgers. Next, we'll take our pan here. And we're going to, as I told you, I made some sauce already. You see there's some in there. But because I'm going to be using a lot of it, I am going to make some more for you. Just for the sake of the video. And hopefully the chili sauce will come out. Now, another variation. Some people use cocktail sauce. Me, I like chili sauce. If you prefer the cocktail sauce, hey, that's fine. Go ahead and use it. But I like chili sauce. Now we're going to take this grape jelly right here. Like I said, that's approximately, oh, I don't know, 12 ounces. I lost my spoon. So I'm going to use a fork to get it out. But we're going to put it all in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the burner and let it melt. You want to let the jelly melt. It'll come to a boil. Stir it and keep stirring it. And until the sauce is complete, the jelly is completely melted, and then, well, then you're done. So I'm going to throw that on the burner, cover it up. We're going to let that cook, and we'll be right back with the finished product and how it looks. Okay, here we go. The meatballs are pretty much done. Now what I do is I put them on high, okay? You cook them on high because they're small. You flip them pretty much once, and if you see they're brown, sometimes you can flip them again. Now, it depends on the size of the meatball. This has been about probably, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes tops. So you can see it's boiling. Now you let it boil until the grape jelly disappears. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Lots of sauce. Now, the funny thing about the sauce is you can use it for lots of different things, okay? And also, and I have a barbecue sauce recipe that's a quick and easy one. But these meatballs are done. Now look at them. You make sure to brown on both sides. You can flip them on another side. See, that one's a little big. So I might leave the couple of the bigger ones in there a little longer. You don't want a raw meatball. But that's a spicy meatball. I'm showing my age with that, ain't I? Okay, so I'm going to leave a couple of bigger ones in there still, but as you can see, these ones are all done. So I'm going to take a slotted spoon and scoop them out. And you take and let the grease drain, put it right in the sauce. Okay, right in the sauce. Now, if you have like a slow cooker, if you want, you can put the sauce in that if you're having for your Super Bowl party. There's a couple of the smaller ones. This is 85% lean hamburger, so it's pretty lean. Helps me with my diet. And they don't shrink as much. Okay, so now that I got that in there, we're going to let them sit in there for a couple seconds. This one looks done too. As you can see, the other meatballs are a little bigger, so they're going to keep going. We're going to let them cook a couple more minutes, but there we have the finished product. Okay, we have the meatballs that I love. We made it. And now you can make it. Take a look at that there. Is that a nice looking pan of meatballs? That is a nice pan of meatballs. I am actually got a fork right here. I'm going to take that one meatball there. And I'll tell you what, we're going to set it down on this cutting board. Bust it in half, as you can see. We'll turn this burner off now because I'm sure the other ones are ready. They only need a couple more minutes. But you see, nicely cooked. Dunk it in the sauce. Blow it off or you'll burn the roof of your mouth. So, and that meatballs to die for. That is awesome. With that, another recipe from Taste of Terry. Please like and subscribe. And I've got dough rising at this minute. We're going to make pepperoni knots next with pizza pepperoni knots. They're awesome. See you next time. Have a nice day.